Hello, everybody. Happy Saturday. Welcome to the live reaction to episode 155. Trying to get situated here. I don't have that much light on me, but it feels like there's a ton. But anyway, I am Dustin Starr. Welcome to the live reaction. Episode 155 was absolutely fantastic, and I can't wait for the weeks to come. Here, let me fix this while you guys are coming in. Maybe that's it. I got too much lighting up here or something. I don't know. Anyways, I want to talk some Memphis wrestling with you guys for just a couple of minutes. Like I said, welcome to the live reaction. It was an absolute star-studded episode today. A lot happened, so come on in and let's talk all about it. Now it looks a little dark. What do you guys think, man? Help me out here. There you go. Maybe that's as good as it's going to get. What's up, Steve? How are you? Big John Dalton's in the house. Brian, hello. He says, great episode. I thought so too. I just wanted to give you guys a quick update that we have a brand new lineup that's available on memphiswrestling.tv. And then also it is on our website. Gosh, this still looks weird. What do you guys think? What's up, Dustin? Another great one. Way to kick off the Cobra Cup. Yes, Cobra Cup. Round one was today. I actually like this better. Is that a better look, guys? Help me out here. Okay, anyway, there is a brand new lineup here on Memphis Wrestling. So we announced last week that coming up next Sunday, February 18th, it's our 3-year anniversary blockbuster super bout. Not only are we hoping to get Cruel in Brooklyn to go one-on-one, allegedly, with the gun show with the Memphis Heritage Championship on the line. More on that as it develops. But then also ECW legends and TNA wrestling superstars Rhino and Tommy Dreamer are returning to Memphis Wrestling. It is going to be off the hook. And then if you fast forward to February 24th, that's a Saturday night. Memphis Wrestling returns to Strayhorn, Mississippi, benefiting the Strayhorn band. If you order those tickets online at memphiswrestling.tv, then you will save $2. You can purchase tickets at the door, but they cost $2 additional. So also on Sunday, March the 3rd, it's AEW Revolution at Dave & Buster's. It's absolutely free. And also we're going to hook you up with a free power card while supplies last. I see Ben over here. Ben has been to the watch parties and had a lot of fun. So we got those game cards back in action. And then, of course, we just announced that on Sunday, March the 10th, the Murder Hawk monster Lance Archer returns to Memphis Wrestling. Then on Sunday, March 24th, Hammerstone makes his debut at Memphis Wrestling. And then on Sunday, April the 21st, Buff Daddy Bagwell makes his return to Memphis Wrestling. All those tickets are on sale right now, so you can go ahead and reserve your seat, memphiswrestling.tv. And if you're getting tickets for February 18th, if you use the code SUPER at checkout, you will save $5 per ticket. All right, let me get caught up here. Ben says, what's up, Dustin? Another great one. Way to kick off the Cobra Cup. I love the Cobra Cup every single year. I've always been a big fan of the Money in the Bank and the intrigue behind it and the drama and all that kind of stuff. So I really, really love the Cobra Cup, especially because it has my good friend King Cobra's name listed right on it. And it gives an opportunity for somebody who might not have gotten the opportunity otherwise. Bo says, and they call Danny Rivera Limelight. Danny Limelight Rivera, that used to be his name. Brent says, looks good. All right, so we were getting my lighting situation fixed up here. Ken Terminated DQ, what's up? Rob says, another great show, better every week. I really appreciate that. Man, Ellsworth, he's a tough one. He is a slime ball. It's hard to even cheer him. But standing on the side of Ray Sanders and DDT, I guess it made it a little bit easier. Steve G says, congratulations on 3 years. Thank you so much. 3 years in the books. Hopefully 33 more years to go. Stars too bright because we the best. There you go. I really like that theme song on the commercial too. We the best. All right, let me get caught up. Ken Terminated, Rhino, and Dreamer are legends. Oh, yeah, they definitely are. Ben says, what do you think about Scott D'Amore gone from TNA? I think there's more to that story than what we know. I don't know if we'll ever get the full story, but there's obviously some sort of politics. Big shout out to Scott D'Amore. If he wants to buy a wrestling company, tell him to hit up his boy 5-Star. Oh, yeah. I'm halfway kidding, but the dude was going to buy TNA wrestling, so it got that crazy backstage, I guess. I have no idea, but Scott D'Amore gone from TNA was definitely a shocker. I heard about it the night before, and I was just sitting back waiting on it to drop. Robert says, Dustin, are you having a Super Bowl party? No, actually, tomorrow I will be at Lander Center for the Memphis Hustle game. 1 p.m. tip-off out at Lander Center. That's the G League team for the Memphis Grizzlies. I am on PA duty there. I have been since their inception, I think in 2018 or 19. But anyway, I'll be there, and then I'll come home and I'll watch the Super Bowl with Reese the Beast and my lovely Maria. Ken Terminated says, I didn't see you on the OVW stream. Oh, that was for Steve G. Ken Terminated says Lance Archer's a beast. Ole Miss One Full says, hey, Dustin Starr, what's going on? Brian says, Buff. Let me get caught up. I hope Bagwell is doing well on his rehab. Check this out, folks. Buff Daddy Bagwell is going to be featured on Dark Side of the Ring, and that premieres in March, and then also episodes in April. So we will get Buff Bagwell here in Memphis right as his Dark Side of the Ring episode either airs or is going to air. So it should definitely be interesting stuff. And he is not in rehab. If he's doing any kind of rehabilitation at this point, then it is on his leg. And I think Buff Daddy's been sober for maybe a year or so now. Go on his Twitter or on his Instagram, and he does talk about it. He's very open about it. Rob says, I see in the young talent like Ray, MKZ, All the Way Ray, and Reverend Ash, a lot of the same potential I saw in Brian Cage and Scorpio Sky long ago in UWN. Man, we have some babies on our roster, man, and I cannot wait for them to develop and grow up in front of our very eyes. Ken Terminated says, Dustin, does Memphis do a Rumble match? I'm a huge mark for the Royal Rumble. Ken Terminated, go to our feature page on our youtube.com/@Memphis Wrestling, the main page, and you'll see this year's 2024 Grind City Rumble. It aired in January, so go check that out. And we also have several Grind City Rumbles now. We've had 1, 2, 3, 4. I think we've had 4 of those Grind City Rumbles now. So it is a tradition. Go back and check that out. Also, I would encourage you to check out the Monster Brawl Battle Royal from Halloween 2023 at our Halloween Spooktacular. It was off the charts. Larry says, hello, Dustin. It would be interesting if Cruel does win the Memphis Heritage Championship. And with his return to MLW, it has me wondering if he will have more than Brooklyn in his corner. Who knows? There's no telling what will happen next with the Monster Cruel, but he is carrying around the Memphis Heritage Championship, and it's not looking good for the gun show. So if he can officially win that title, we will see, hopefully, at Superbout. Ben says, talking about the Cobra Cup, will there be a Cobra Cup tournament for the women? We have been asked that previously, and I think it's a fantastic idea. We would have to figure out how to stagger those tournaments. So very, very good idea, Ben. I've heard you mention that before, and I really like that. So Mark Cuban taking notes here. Rob says Smosworth got a Nutcracker suite today. Yeah, he did. What's up, Clown 6? It's amazing. 3 years and growing with Memphis Wrestling. Ken, yes, they do. Is on recently. Yes. All right. So that's the Grind City Rumble. Dustin, is Cobra Cup similar to the Crockett Cup? Sorry, I'm new. No, it is similar to Money in the Bank. I'm not sure what the Crockett Cup is. Rhino and Dreamer. Yes. Who would like to see Rhino and Dreamer squaring off in a Memphis wrestling ring? Brian says he's a big asset to any organization. Can you still book wrestlers from TNA? Patrick, we've got Rhino and Tommy Dreamer coming. They're both from TNA. So, yes, we can still book TNA talent. Okay. Why would we not? Bagwell's Dark Side will be an interesting episode like Scott Hall's. I think it's going to be more than interesting. We're going to have a lot to talk about. Ben says, what do you think about Sting winning the AEW tag team titles on the road to his retirement? I saw that coming when the match happened. I think it's going to be interesting to see how they take those titles off of him. All the Way Ray's match looks like a bye. Swole can get revenge on Colton. Maybe he will break down the streak. All right, so All the Way Ray is squaring off against Devin O'Neal, and that means that Stephen O'Neal and Nixie XS will be somewhere close by. So I don't know if it's really a bye, but I do understand that All the Way Ray is certainly the favorite. Where has the Boz been? The Boz was in action just a couple of weeks ago. I think he's back in action maybe next week or so. But the Boz, nothing. He's been around, the Boz. Yeah, absolutely. Did not have a match today. Lurvy says, Nick's Network, they remind me of AWA World Tag Team Champions 86, 87. Playboy Buddy Rose and Doug Summers, led by Scary Sherry Martel. They find a way to win a match as the champs. That is exactly Lord Gaston and Sir Matthew, along with Queen Nix. They find a way to get it done. Bo says, you ever tried getting Powerhouse Hobbs down there? I feel like he'd mesh well with Brian Cage and Lance Archer. I believe I tried early on to get Powerhouse Hobbs. Some of those guys are very hard to get because they don't have to come work if they don't want to. They're under contract getting paid. So on their time off, instead of resting, they're coming to Memphis and working. So it makes it a little more difficult. Let's see. I think we're having a little issue there. Okay. Let's see. Jeffrey said, still mad about NWA on Tuesdays. As soon as EC3 got some color, they switched the video to black and white. It was a great match, Matt Cardona. But come on, did you see it, Dustin? I did not see it, but trust me, it wasn't their choice to turn it black and white. I'm sure if it was on the CW, it was probably the decision made by the CW. I love your memory. Glad you joined the club. Yeah, I love all these championship badges, guys. Booker T versus Barnabas and a manager's promo off. Oh, that's not fair. Cosmic Joe, will you ever use tables in Memphis Wrestling? Cosmic Joe, we have broken a ton of tables. We broke so many tables that I was like, all right, I think we've had enough of the table breaking for a minute. But stay tuned. I'm sure the tables will return. In 3 years, Memphis Wrestling expanded to so many platforms. That's exactly right. Hello, my wonderful YouTube friend, says Old School Dave. What's going on? Just trying to get caught up here. What are your thoughts on Mania XL press conference on Thursday? I was very sports entertained. It was excellent. I was in the Memphis Grizzlies locker room about to go live, and we had it on our phones, and we could not walk away. So when we did walk away, that's when the Rock slapped Cody, and we were looking at, oh, my gosh, we missed it. Dustin, I heard Sabu's coming out of retirement. Would it be cool to see him? Extreme legend in Memphis Wrestling. You feel me? Yes, we've got Rhino. We've got Tommy Dreamer. We are also looking at Sandman for an event. And Sabu has come up in the conversations. I'm not sure how much Sabu can do, but I think it would be cool to have him along with the other ECW legends. So stay tuned. It could happen. I don't think he would be having a match, though. Rob says Toomer wiped out his opponent quicker than Anthony and Omen. I personally think that we are on a collision course to Super Bout 3. It's live on Sunday, February 18th. That's next week. We very well could see Mike Anthony versus K Toomer in the finals with the winner capturing the Cobra Cup. And one would only have to think that if one of those two men, Mike or Toomer, have a championship opportunity anytime, any place, it's not looking good for either the Monster Cruel or the Gun Show, whoever walks away from Super Bout as the champion. Tables are resting for a surprise return. Finally got chat to work. Great show today. Thank you, Jamie. What's going on, brother? Hobbs started in UWN. He was a UWN World Tag Team Champion. Yes, I'm very familiar, Patrick. Let's see. Murray's in the house. What's up, Murray? What's up, 5-star? Coach Pillar's excited to come back to Memphis Wrestling. Can't wait to have you, brother. Hopefully we'll see you on our anniversary with the rivalry going with Mike Anthony and K Toomer. Would you guys be planning on a steel cage match between the two one day? We'd literally have to build the cage inside the Wrestle Center, like literally like construct the cage inside the Wrestle Center. I think it's going to be tough to get a cage in there, but what bigger match would it be to have it all on the line? I'm not talking cage matches. I'm not talking street fights. I'm talking one-on-one with the winner capturing King Cobra's Cup. But don't go there just yet, because the Big Swole is in King Cobra's Cup tournament. You have a lot of great competitors, but I'm just saying, as a fan sitting back, one would have to imagine that those two could meet at Super Bout 3. Lurby says, since Cruel might have more than Brooklyn in his corner, watch out for those Contra soldiers. Yes, Ken, I received your very kind comment. Show enough, says Clown. Get Sandman, I'll bring the beer if someone will bring the cigs. I think Sandman would probably be better off at Lafayette's music room. Last time Dreamer was there, the Wrestle Center took a lot of damage. Any plans to avoid having them replace the chairs? Oh my gosh, hopefully they do not destroy the place. I said it in the live chat. Last time we had Dreamer and PCO in the house, we had over $2,000 worth of damage to the ring and a ringside at the Wrestle Center. Can Memphis use Enter Sandman? No, we cannot. We'd have to have Clown 6 here create something custom for him that sounds like it. Use the micro cage. Gun Show versus Cruel has a lot of damage potential. You ain't lying about that. Andrew says, hi, Dustin. Love seeing James Ellsworth punch Nix in the mouth. How about you? When I saw it, I literally could not stop laughing. And it was just because it was a shocking moment where you see Ellsworth, she's like, hit me, pow, and he nails her, and then the crowd popped. So it was just fantastic stuff. Your hair's on point today. All right. Thank you, brother. I'm about to head down to Huey's and eat some lunch with some family. Murray is in the house. Cook's in the house. Jamming music, man. What's up? I've been seeing you getting all caught up on the episodes. What do you think, brother? There's no safe seat at the Wrestle Center. That's right. Speaking Lafayette Music Room, you guys thinking about taping Memphis Wrestling TV there? No, we're probably never going to tape TV there because we do stuff there that we're not allowed to do on TV. And if you're there live, you'll see. But check this out. Oh my gosh, Destiny coming through big time for us. Didn't have time to purchase my ticket during the show. That was super fast and super fun. Dustin, how is Brett doing? How is Big Dan Security doing? And how cool is Will All Day coming to Memphis Wrestling? And how cool is the $19.99 donation? Thank you so much, Destiny. We really, really appreciate that. We've got our fundraiser coming up on Saturday, February 24th. And what I would like to do with that $19.99 is purchase some of those fundraiser tickets. That way it benefits the Strayhorn Band. And then also we can get some extra kids inside the gym for the event. And to answer your questions, Brett, I think, is doing better. You heard his interview that he had an MRI previously. So I know he had another MRI scheduled after the attack from Cruel. He's always, being a big muscular guy like that, you are, I hate to say injury prone, but you are susceptible to certain injuries, especially when you're using your arm to knock out your opponents. And now without that arm, it's going to be very, very tough for the Gun Show to compete against the Monster Cruel. But he is alive. How's Big Dan doing? Big Dan is doing awesome. He just sent us a big message that he's off on Super Bowl Sunday, so we might see him out somewhere watching the Super Bowl. But and last but not least, this talent exchange with Booker T and Reality of Wrestling is underway, and we started at the very top. So on Sunday, March the 10th, Will All Day is coming to Memphis Wrestling, and he is bringing the Reality of Wrestling championship belt with him. So who will he defend that championship against? Go ahead and put your answer in the chat. I've got a couple of more minutes here before I have to go meet family for lunch. Who should Will All Day defend the Reality of Wrestling championship against? And don't worry, you'll start seeing some of the Memphis Wrestling performers out on Reality of Wrestling, and then you'll see even more. Just to give you a little teaser, we did reach out to get Jacob Fatu. So stay tuned for that. Ken Terminate says James Ellsworth might be the best comedy worker. Sorry, Santino. I think Santino probably has Ellsworth beat. But, hey, babe.
Hey, we decided just to come back and get you.
Oh, okay.
How long?
Just a couple minutes.
Okay.
My Maria just walked in and said she came to pick me up, guys. So let me get through these questions real quick, and then I've got to go. But I'm a big Santino fan. I would expect to see him in Memphis Wrestling soon. James Ellsworth got groined twice in the episode. I'm sure he loved that. Would like to see Smellsworth Nick's title match. I would like to see Nick's versus DDT at Super Bout. Stay tuned on that. Lafayette is on the fans only section. Some real good action. Patrick, someone had said intergender matches are not believable. What's your answer to that logic? There is no logic in professional wrestling. They are absolutely believable. I've seen women beat up men many a times. And then also, it's all about entertainment. Were you guys entertained today with James Ellsworth getting kicked in the crotch by a woman or him punching her in the face? I think you were. So that's all that matters. And I don't care what anybody else says because this is our flavor of ice cream. Seen K. Toomer knock out Righteous Ryan, shut up Righteous Path. How about he definitely did. RIP Toby Keith. Thank you for that. Love me some Toby Keith. He will be missed. If you don't know the Toby Keith TNA wrestling story, then you guys need to go back and listen to Jeff Jarrett talk about it on his podcast. Toby Keith absolutely helped TNA wrestling become what they are. Might not have lasted as long in the beginning if not for Toby Keith. 2 more minutes, Maria, is what Lurvy says. Do you know when UWN is new? I think it's next week, but don't quote me on that. It's not this week. I think it's next week. UWN is new. Ken Terminated, thank you for joining us, brother. Everybody says hello, Maria. Murray says hi. I want to see Will All Day versus Ray Collins. Who? Have a great time with the family. Best days ever. Thank you, Destiny. Do you ever sing the song My Maria to Maria? I call her My Maria all the time. What was Barnabas going on in that battle royal? He said something about a super bout battle royal, and so I'm looking forward to that. Love seeing Righteous Path get their butts kicked. Me too. All right, everybody. I have to go put on some pants. I'm kidding. I have pants on. I have to put on some jeans and then go eat with my lovely Maria and Reese the Beast. So until next week, I will see you guys at bell time. Oh, yeah. I'm coming too. See you guys.